Hello everyone. Today we are gonna do a quick guide on how you can spend your coins more effectively or optimally in the game. And basically the first thing we want to go through is the currencies that you have in this game. We do have the yellow and the blue coins as you see in the top right hand corner. Yellow coins are sort of like the normal or the common currency that you can get in any of the game modes at any difficulties, and even if you don't clear the mission you can still get some yellow coins for your efforts as long as you go past certain checkpoints. Whereas the blue coins here, they are sort of like the rare currencies which you can only get by completing the campaign missions on extreme or insane difficulties, so either 4 or 5 skulls, and you can also get them on horde modes or challenge modes, which are a little bit harder to come by because essentially they are kind of like the harder difficulty modes. And so something that is also quite misleading for this challenge mode in particular, for both the daily challenge as well as the weekly challenge, is the difficulty that is stated over here. So even though in the challenge mode it says hard difficulty here, which should be equivalent to a campaign mission of 3 skulls, it is actually not the case. The challenge mode that you are doing is actually 1 skull higher than the campaign mission type of difficulty. Yeah, so just something to take to keep in mind. And so essentially this currency is a little bit harder to get when you're just starting out, and so we'll briefly talk about how we can make use of our currencies optimally early on. So first we'll talk about the class leveling and prestige. So leveling and prestiging of classes uses the yellow currencies. As a start, I would generally recommend focusing on getting the classes to level 30 and get a few of each of the classes to see kind of which one suits your playstyle more. We have DPS classes like Gunslinger, Hellraiser, Exterminator. We have support / utility classes like Medic, Fixer, and Drone Master. And then we also have like the frontline, the tank classes, which are the slasher and vanguard classes. So for each of the classes there is also a prestige system. Essentially, once your class reaches level 30, you unlock all these gray perks you see over here, and then you also have this bar which you can do which says buy prestige rank, and this will prestige your class and also resets your class to level 1, which means you have to level up the class again to unlock all these gray perks once again. The first row of red perks are actually part of your class default perks, and these are unlocked based on your class levels. So this is always unlocked at level 1. The next red perk unlocks at level 10, level 20, and then level 30. The second row of red perks are unlocked by prestiging your class. So once you prestige your class for the first time, you'll get this red perk. You get the first red perk, and then when you go on to prestige 2, the next one, 3 and 4, and then 5 gives you a prestige border, and then the next one will be 6, 7, 8, and 9. So essentially you'll need to prestige your class 9 times to unlock these 8 red perks. These prestige perks usually gives some small benefits, so they are not exactly very critical at this stage. And if you're intending to challenge the higher difficulty modes, a class that's level 30 and prestige 1 or prestige 0 will be able to contribute more than a level 1 class at prestige 9. And of course, more importantly, you need to be familiar with the game mechanics. That will definitely help a lot. And another point to note is you don't need to unlock all the grey perks you see, since you can only have 1 active perks in each of the column. So you can save up some yellow coins by just purchasing what you find is useful, and you can also refer to my class perk video guide, which I will link it in the comments below, so you can see if my builds kind of suit what you want, and then this can help you to save up on some yellow coins as well. So next up, another important aspect will be the weapons. And while you're leveling your classes, it is also important to level up some of your weapons, since there's a long list of weapons that we have. We have tier 1, tier 2s, and tier 3 weapons. Getting them all to max level is actually quite difficult and uses a lot of your currencies. So what I would suggest at the start is to get them to level 5 if possible, and this helps to maximize their base stats. For example, a tier 1 scout rifle at level 1 has a power of 3, and this increases to 5 at level 5, which is almost a 2 times increase. And this makes your weapon more lethal and helps you when you move up to higher difficulties as well, since it becomes tankier. So reaching level 5 also unlocks the silencer, and this essentially prevents you from going loud when you're using the weapon. And this is important during traversal segments, as if you go loud, it can attract a horde, which can be difficult to deal with if you're still unfamiliar with the game. So if you want to increase your chances of winning, going silent is the way to go. And before your weapons actually reach level 5, you can still rely on a pistol, which is always silenced, which is silenced from level 1. So try to use it as much as possible until your other weapons reaches level 5. And once your primary is level 5, the silencer is unlocked automatically, and the gun becomes always silenced, no matter if it's on or not. The silencer now becomes a cosmetic.
Too loud! They heard us!
I'm reloading.
So from level 5 to 15, you'll be unlocking the unique perk, which is in the first row, and the common perks, which are in the second and third row, which gives additional benefits and stats to the weapon. Again, you don't need to go all the way to 15, just need to get them to the level where the perk you're interested in can be unlocked. And you also don't need to buy all the unique and common perks, since only certain ones are useful. So you can get those that you think kind of works for you, or you can also refer to my weapons perk video if you like, which I also link it in the comments below. So this helps to ensure that you don't waste your blue coins, which are primarily used to buy some of the unique perks for all the weapons. Of course, some unique perks does require prestiging certain classes to P2, collecting documents for specific maps, or clearing some extreme maps as well. So if you find certain unique perks useful, you can try to get those as well as soon as possible. So blue coins, as mentioned, the main usage right now is to purchase unique perks for the weapons. Again, leveling all weapons can be difficult at the start, so you can focus on certain weapons that you prefer or use more often. For example, Gunslinger starts with a tier 1 SMG and a pistol. So once you level up the class, you can also either start with a tier 2 sporting carbine, AK, or a combat shotgun, and the secondary shorty or a PDW. So these are weapons that you can focus on if you like to play Gunslinger. All classes except Vanguard can start with certain tier 2 weapons, so you can have a look. And as for the tier 3 weapons over here, they can only be found in game, usually close to the end of the map, towards the end of the map. So leveling of the weapons will require you to kill zombies with it. With headshots, you get some bonus weapon XP. Specials also give more weapon XP as well. And I also have a weapons leveling guide, which again I'll link it in the comments for those who are interested. Lastly, I would recommend getting trinkets as well. Under appearance and under your characters and accessories, you can find a special sample trinket and a detector trinket, and this actually can be used in game. So the special sample will light up a neon green color when specials are close by, which is useful to detect specials. And the detector will give off a static sound in the blue light when there's a medical item, a supply bag, a breaching charge, or improving bags nearby. So both are very useful. And essentially, you know, especially for newer players who are kind of still learning the special spawns or item spawns. Other trinkets are purely cosmetic, so I wouldn't recommend getting them at this stage. So to summarize, as a start, I'll focus on getting the classes to level 30 and guns to level 5, then level up the guns that you use more often to level 15 to unlock perk slots for them. You can also prestige some classes to P2 to unlock unique gun perks, and when attempting any higher difficulty runs or challenges, try to use the level 30 class if possible to increase your chances of winning. And once you have some spare blue coins, you can also use it to purchase the trinkets, which can help you to learn special spawns and item spawn locations. And in terms of farming methods, yellow coins are fairly easy to get since you can get them in any game modes or difficulties. Also, if you have seen my leveling and coin farming guide, the Marseille 2 method gives 1 prestige an hour and 14k yellow coins. And since it only costs 7.5k to prestige, you still have about 6k left over to buy either the grey perks or for gun upgrades. As for blue coins, challenge modes might be a little bit difficult right now if you're just starting out, since they are at 3 or 4 skulls with additional mutators. So an easier way to do it is to do missions on private lobbies with positive mutators to kind of help you out, and this is also discussed in the farming video. So hopefully this particular video gives you an idea of how to spend your coins effectively or optimally. And thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one.